with y'all today? Well, what I'm doing right now is I ended up getting somebody. Well, I didn't get, but one of my nieces that was doing her own nails decided that she didn't want to, you know, fool up with the nail thing no more. So she'd rather come get her nails done or whatever. And so she had a lot of supply and things like that. She had it inside of this guy here. She had a big old drawer full of stuff that she given to me, and so now I have broken down everything that I wanted and put them where I want them to go, and so now I need to put it over here in this corner neatly where all the rest of my nail supplies are. And so yes, it's looking cluttered over here, and from the camera it looked like ain't no space over here, ain't no nothing, but it really is. And so I just got to put my little touch on it and get everything over here in the corner. And so in the meantime, I'm gonna see what we could talk about to kind of, kill time, so we're not just sitting here watching me, you know organize my stuff but being boring all at the same time. So how's y'all day going so far? For me, my day, well, let me tell y'all about last night. So we made it in safely from Florida last night, and when we got home, well, God is good. First of all, let's just say that, because it could have happened on the road, but it didn't. It happened when we were, close to home, and so it's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? So we made it in from Florida last night, and then when we got home, we were able to get everything out of the car, and what I'm saying, I came in and I settled in and everything, and my son left in the car or whatever to, go pick up his boo or whatever. And in the midst of that, we got a flat on the rental car or whatever. So at this time, it's about 11 o'clock, going on 12 o'clock, because y'all know I made a little short last night, and it was about 12 something last night. But yeah, so my son took the car and it ended up getting a flat or whatever, and so we're sitting here like, okay, now what are we gonna do? It's in the middle of the night or whatever. So we worked it all out, and he was able to come home or whatever. We had to leave the vehicle parked in front of his boo's house or whatever, so that way I can get to work on what to do, in the morning time or whatever. So the morning time came, and I was thinking, the worst or whatever, because I've never had a tire blow out on a rental car, so I don't know what the process is with doing that or whatever. So called up the rental car place this morning, and they were really, really nice. They was, they accommodated the situation. So, so got everything worked out or whatever, but it was a blessing that they worked the way that they did. And so that was pretty awesome. But other than that, everything is fine. And that was a blessing too. So, it's really nothing too major, but I just want to tell you, the devil is always busy when I do, like, when I be there for my sister, Life with Tashana, the devil be hating. He be mad as I don't know what, boy. I'm telling you, like, he be like, girl, I'm gonna get you. I want you to keep your hands off her. I want you to stay out of it. No, 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 sir. That's my sister. I am gonna be there for her. I don't care what kind of little tricks you try to pull out your bag. I've already told you once, and I'll say it again, and I'll keep saying it if I have to. One monkey don't stop no show, and that is the devil I'm talking about. He don't stop no show. I don't care what he trying to do. He ain't gonna stop no show. So he like, oh, so you gonna go down there, take her to her doctor's appointment, be there for her, this, that, and the third, and I want her to be alone. So now I'm gonna flat the tire. You know what I'm saying? He could have been even dirtier and did it when we was on the highway, and it had me stranded there because I didn't get help until this morning. So I could have ended up spending the night on the side of the road or something like that. So I am thankful that it turned out the way it did. But I did pray for traveling mercies, and I do know my family members also prayed for safe traveling mercies. And baby, it got us home. It did. So when the situation happened, the car was home. As long as it was here in the city where I got it from. So it was no problem at all. And it wouldn't have been a problem if it was stuck on the highway either, because they were still going to accommodate me no matter what. So everything worked out, you know what I'm saying? But the devil just it's like every single time he tried to attack me some kind of way, if I go and do anything for my sister when it's dealing with this cancer. I swear, he a trip, you know what I'm saying? But I'm here to let him know, hey, you ain't gonna stop no show, because if God provide the means for me to get there for her, to support her, you best believe I'm gonna be on the first thing smoking, baby. If it's a plane, train, a boat, car, or whatever, I'm gonna get there, you know what I'm saying? So like I said though, I've been having a decent day and came home to gifts, you know what I'm saying, donations to the nail what you call it, the nail hobby. Came home to that stuff, and she gave me some really good stuff. So stuff that I'm gonna try, stuff that I hadn't done before or whatever. So now I got some little stuff. I get to test out the gel now because I've never done that before. So, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm just organizing things and putting things where I want them to go, and, you know, moving some things around. And I've done that. So, you know what I'm saying? Now I just need to get everything back over here in this corner and, you know, make it look nice and neat, get it straight. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I am doing right now. But I did want to check on y'all and see how y'all been doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk to your girl. Tell me what's going on with y'all, so we can, you know, we can have a conversation or something. Maybe I could do a live or something. I don't know. But, you know, tell me what y'all got going on. Like, what's really happening. You know what I'm saying? I know some of us out here still dealing with the narcissist thing, and, you know what I'm saying, I have not laid off of that. It's just that God is shifting me somewhere right now. I don't know where he's shifting me to, but he is definitely doing a shift. But I still, you know, have things that I want to share with y'all about, you know, what happened during my narcissistic experience or whatever, because I've had so many, and so, like, I've given you guys a whole lot in the beginning, and so now I have to sit back and think about these stories because I've dealt with so many different types of narcissists and stuff. And so, you know, when I think about those things, I do get sad, but then I get super happy that I am no longer in those places no more. Like, I don't feel that low about myself no more. I do, you know what I'm saying, I'm learning to have good standards for myself and boundaries for myself, because I just always thought that if I loved somebody, that they would love me the same. And I'm here to tell you, I had to learn the hard way. People don't love you the same way you love them, and so you can't expect you from people. You'll get hurt every single time. And so you got to give people, and I'm not saying this in a way of, if somebody's being mean to you, you got to give them the same energy back. To a certain extent, yes. Because if you keep giving and they just keep treating you like crap, then it's your fault that you're allowing them to keep treating you that way. I thought nice would cover a multitude of fault in my eyes. Like, I really thought that if I was nice, if I just loved and loved and loved, you know what I'm saying, people will change. But they don't. People will take advantage of you as soon as you put it out there for them to do so. They will, and they won't stop. You have to stop it, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I was just thinking that, you know, despite whatever they're doing to me, if I just still show them love and stick around and don't walk away, they'll love me better, because like most people, they walked away. No, those people had standards. Those people had boundaries. That's what I didn't know. I'm thinking, oh, people are just so mean and just so cold-hearted. No, not if this fool over here treating you like you ain't worth nothing, and if this heifer over here treating you like you ain't worth nothing. No, they're not being mean, and they're not being crazy. They are simply knowing their worth, and they got boundaries. Hey, you're not gonna keep treating me this way and think I'm finna stay here and let you keep doing that to me. I didn't have that in my bones. I wasn't brave enough to walk away from people, because in my mind I was thinking that, oh, I'm leaving this person at a bad time in their life, or oh, this person is down right now, I don't want to walk away from them, but yet they're steady beating me down to make me feel like they do, you know what I'm saying? And that's not right. So I'm coming with genuine love, but the people that I gave my heart to were not genuine with me. They were only using me for what they can get out of me, and whatever I allowed them to do to me, that's what they continued to do. There was hardly any respect coming from those relationships. I had some respect to a certain extent, but when it came to other women and things like that, cheating and moving, you know, funny and all that stuff, people didn't care about me in that aspect. People just, I am an easy person to talk to, so therefore don't get easy to talk to and easy to run over mixed up. I'm being nice, but I do have a side that would cut your throat if I need to, but I try not to operate in that place. And that's what we need to remind ourselves about people. Like, people have a breaking point. Like, you can't be treating people any kind of way, and then when they retaliate back at you for you doing them how they allowed you to do them for so long, and they got tired, how dare you have the audacity to be mad because I finally said, hey, stop hurting me, or I'm not gonna stay here no longer and let you keep hurting me, or whatever. How dare you get mad because I don't want to allow you to hurt me no more? And that's the type of stuff that I dealt with people. It's like, I'm supposed to just sit there and take it and take it and take it and take it, and I'm never supposed to give it up. And I can understand why they would feel that way, because they done X, Y, and Z to me, and that ain't made me leave. And then when they finally do the big thing that I feel like is extreme and I need to go ahead and leave it alone now, when I get ready to up and leave, now I'm the wrong one. Now I'm the crazy one. Now I'm the one who was starting everything. I'm the one that everybody is pointing their finger at, but they only doing that because I never shared all of the things that I had been going through, all the things that I had allowed this person to do to me. I never said anything to anybody. So of course, when they go behind my back and say, oh, she was the issue, she the one did this, and she the one was doing this, and that's why I did what I did to her, they looking at me crazy, because they're like, well, you ain't never came out and said he did X, Y, and Z to you. I shouldn't have to. But we know when we dealing with these toxic people, they fight hard to get people on their side to believe them, so they don't look like the bad person in the situation. They gotta make you look crazy and all this stuff. And you know what I'm saying, I'm just like, I've dealt with that in so many relationships. Like, it was so easy for people to disrespect me, say and do anything to me, in the very moment that I decide, this is all polish, y'all, this is mixed too, it's gel polish and regular polish in here and stuff, and one day I'm gonna separate this stuff, but not today, because I got somewhere to go, so I'm just trying to get this stuff over there. But I did separate it out of the I took it out of the container that I had it in before, so I can use that container for something else. And so yeah, this little box here is full of polishes, gel polishes and things like that. And then I got this little decorating glue. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet, but it's gonna go on my nails, and when I figure out what I'm gonna do with it, I'm gonna come and share with y'all. Because you can do anything. Like, I was watching this one girl who does hacks with nails and stuff. Baby, this girl will use baking soda, sugar, flour, salt, whatever. You ain't no excuse why you can't do your own nails. starting out dipping is the easiest thing to do, and then once you get the dipping down, then move into the acrylic, and then, or they say gel is the easiest too. So gel and dip, get into one of those. Like you don't have to go and pay somebody else, but I do understand that, hey, I ain't got time to sit down and do my own nails. I'd rather pay somebody else to do my nails for me because I like to get out of the house and enjoy that experience. Baby, do that. But I'm just saying, when things start happening in the world and we have another moment like COVID, you already know. So I mean, at least get it under your belt, so that way if that time comes again and you're not able to get out to the salon, you got a salon at home. All right, push come to shove. Make it be your push come to shove thing that you know how to do. So that way, if you want to be locked down and looking good all at the same time, you know how to do that, baby. With toilet tissue, foil paper, dip powder, bread. I mean, whatever you can find to put on your nails. I ain't saying go be that strong. I'm just messing with y'all, but I've seen it done. I'm just saying, it ain't no limit to the nails. You know what I'm saying? You want some quality nails on your finger just to get you through, you can do it. You can do it. Ain't nothing stopping you. But back to what I was saying, though, I've just dealt with so many toxic men, and you know what I'm saying, that's what I attract. That is definitely what I attract. I attract broken men who need to sit down and heal before they come to me, because I'm on a different level where I deal with stuff. I don't just sit here and hold on to this stuff and just keep letting it pile up, and I never deal with it. I deal with things and I move forward, and that's what I be trying to get the men that come to me that I start dating and catching mad feelings for and falling in love with and stuff. That's what I be trying to get them to do. I'm telling them, hey, listen, if you deal with your childhood trauma, because most of the time that's where it's stemming from, if you go ahead and take the time out to start dealing with your trauma that you got inside of you, you could be a better person. You could be working towards becoming a better you, instead of coming, because the way you're coming to me and other people, you're coming in a toxic way that you have the potential. I will fall in love with somebody's potential and they not actually show me, okay, they're showing me their potential, but they're not giving me the real them. You know what I'm saying? They just doing the bare minimum to keep me, hanging on in there, so that way they can get what they want out of me or whatever. And so that's what I'm working on, is like, hey, let these people show you what they trying to do with you, because you can make your mouth fried chicken. Like, I can tell you all day, oh, you're so beautiful, I want to be with you. I can be convincing myself to make somebody fall in love with me, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't the kind of person that I am. I don't play those kind of games, because when I get somebody's heart, I am fragile with other people's heart. I take care of people's heart. I don't play on people like that. I'm not into using nobody. You know what I'm saying? Have I been that girl before? Yes, I have. Yes. Well, I ain't gonna say it was using, because he told me to use him. You know what I'm saying? But that's another story. When I feel like I'm ready to tell that story or whatever, how I had a sugar daddy, I'll tell y'all about that one day. When we get a little bit more comfortable, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to tell y'all about that or whatever, because how that ended was funny, baby, because listen, y'all better stop playing with these sugar daddies out here. These sugar daddies is not the same, baby. You ain't finna just, yeah. So, yeah, the one I had, he wanted to do, we had an agreement, but he wanted to, do things a little different. And I was like, oh, no, you crossing the line when you're asking for that or whatever. So, but I wouldn't say that I was playing with him, because we kept it straight up. Like, he told me what he wanted and I told him what I wanted, and it was that. And we was in agreement. He the one wanted to switch it up later on, and I'm just like, no, player, we gonna keep it just like it is. I don't want to do nothing extra. I don't want nothing extra. I don't want you to be my man. I just want you to be my sugar daddy. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that's a story for another day. We'll get there. Y'all remind me later on, tell y'all about the sugar daddy. But you know, I don't play those games. If I'm in love with you and I'm not digging in my nose, y'all, I'm pushing my nose ring up, because I know some of y'all be watching hard, boy, for stuff y'all ain't even really gotta be worried about. But see, when my nose ring get close to my nostril, when I breathe, it'll suck in and it'll be feeling like it's a booger in my nose for real. But I don't like that. I be feeling like it's about to get sucked up in there, and then my behind be up here choking, about to die, trying to breathe past the little charm that's hanging out. So I am just pushing my nose ring back up, guys. I'm not digging in my nose or whatever, but the thing is a little loose and I need to tighten it. Push it just to tighten it just a little more so that it doesn't move so much. But you know, just letting y'all know, your girl ain't sitting here digging in her boogers. But you know what I'm saying, like for real, when I say that, oh man, I wasted the water. Over here I have clean water. Oh, get your roll all out of the camera, girl. Y'all excuse me, I'm in the house. So if y'all see a roll or two, baby, y'all know your girl Fluffy. Y'all already know I'm Fluffy. Take it all in love. Y'all love me with my jelly rolls and everything. I come on here with no eyebrows. Y'all love me like that, so I ain't worried about that. But anyways, like I was saying though, I end up attracting people who are broken. You know what I'm saying? Am I fixed? Am I perfect? I am not perfect by a long shot, but I deal with things. If things happen in my life, I know, you know what I'm saying? Because I used to be the one who hold things in, and baby, the blow up of me holding things in is not good when I find somebody who don't need that much smoke from me. But in my mind, you done tried me because I'm still holding on to what somebody else did that I didn't blow up on them for, and so I done let all of that stuff pile up on me. And when I finally blew up on people, it was to the extreme, and it wasn't even necessary for the kind of smoke that I was giving them. The issue wasn't even that big, and so I had to work on me. Like, okay, listen, give the smoke give the smoke to who the smoke is due to, and not to somebody who don't even deserve all of that, because I can go into a whole nother place and it'd be hard for you to bring me out of it. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna have to let me roll and do what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm that kind of person. But you know what I'm saying, I've grown up from that person now, and so what I'm saying is that I try my best to deal with things right then and there, because if I don't, then I start getting anxiety. Like, I sit here and start thinking all kind of things, because I don't like not knowing things. So or if there's an issue between us and you're not telling me what the issue is, that is something that will bother the hell out of me. And it's like, I need to know, we need to talk about this thing so I can get whatever is on me off of my chest. And I would love to hear what you feel and how you feel, you know what I'm saying, on some healthy type stuff. Like, I really do. You know what I'm saying? It's not just one-sided. You know what I'm saying? You got a side and I got a side, but I want to talk about things so we can move past this, and because there's a whole lot of other things that we got to worry about versus sitting here holding on to some stuff that was so simple that we could have been talked about, got it situated, and now we're on to something different. You know what I'm saying? That's how I operate. But like the one I told y'all about, who is an energy vampire, he would come suck the joy right out of me. He would come with all his negativity, drop it off on me, and when he leave, I'm sad, I'm dark, I'm depressed, I'm feeling like he did when he came to me, and he done took all of my smiles. I'm telling you, I would be smiling from ear to ear, spirits is high, and I'm feeling good. And then when he leave, or while he's sitting there talking to me, I could just feel my energy leaving me, because now I'm feeling like I'm stressed out, and I'm not. I don't have nothing going on, but he'll come and he'll switch energies with me and leave me feeling like, listen, I just want you to go. Like, when he come, I'm like, yay, how you doing today? You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about something cool. Because I would always try to keep him from going into that dark place, because when he goes there, for some reason, it makes me feel, you know, like I'm the one experiencing what he went through or whatever, and I didn't like that. And so I'm just like, you know, hey, listen, when you come over, can we try to stray away from talking about all the bad things, or, you know, let's not talk about anything depressing. Let's watch a movie. Let's play a game or something. Like, I will always be trying to get him to do stuff like that, but I don't care how hard I'm fighting to keep us on a positive note, that brother will take me straight into the deep dark end, have me depressed, mad, and ready for him to go. And I'd be like, hey, listen, it's time to go. I used to start kicking him out, like literally. He was a little buddy, you know what I'm saying? But he came with other baggage and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So he found me. Like I said, he is an energy vampire, so he already know that my spirits be high when he come over here. And so he's like, well, I need to go and get some of her joy, and get her my sadness, my disappointments, my depression, and all this stuff. He got to get rid of that stuff off of him, and so he come and give it to me. And I knew I was feeling those things, but I ignored. You know what I'm saying? Like, I enjoyed his company, because when he was happy, he was happy. When he was sad, he was sad. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about in here crying and all kind of stuff or whatever. He would just get deep with it. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, listen, I don't want you to come over here and tell me nothing bad. Like, let's just have a cool conversation where we just smile and laugh, and let's do something. You know, like, I want to keep your mind off of whatever it is that's troubling you right now. And I do understand that, you know, people be needing to talk to you about stuff, but I didn't deny him talking to me and relieving, you know, things that he needed to relieve or whatever, but I ain't like the way it made me feel after he left. And so I'm just like, listen, after I started catching on to how he made me feel after he leave, I started telling him, listen, don't come over here telling me nothing sad. Don't come over here talking about nothing depressing. Don't come over here with none of that. If you're not coming over here to have fun with me, sit and talk and laugh and chill, watch movies or whatever, I don't want you to come over. I started getting blunt just like that with him, because I'm telling you, the way he would make me feel after he left made me angry for no reason. And I'm just like, why am I in such a bad mood? Like, before he got here, I was so happy. And then when he leave, sorry y'all, then when he leave, I'm all sad, mad, depressed, and just feeling some type of way that I shouldn't even be feeling, because I wasn't feeling that way when he got here. So he comes and he changes my whole vibe. And so I started telling him, you know what I'm saying, hey, listen, go talk to somebody else, because I don't like the way it made me feel. And so one day he finally told me, he was like, I got a confession to make. And I'm like, what? He was like, I love coming over here and talking to you and stuff. He's like, because you're always so happy. He was like, and so when I come over here, I feel sad and all that there stuff. And by the time I leave you, I feel so good. I feel so happy. He was like, and I've been coming around you to get your energy. Like, I love the way your spirit is. Like, you feel so good. Like, he telling me this, and I'm standing there looking at him like, and he's saying it with a smile. Like, it's, you know, he's narcissistic too, toxic and all this and stuff. And I thought he was regular smuggler, just, you know, had a little, you know, depression and, you know, like, he had other little, you know, mental issues and stuff like that. That's all I thought was wrong with him. And, you know, so I don't judge people. But if you asking me to be your friend, I'm going to be your friend. I'm going to be there to listen to you. I'm going to be there when you need me to or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Until it feels like you're not reciprocating the same thing. He had no issue with spending money on me. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have any issues on taking me out on dates and stuff like that or whatever. he was an amazing person, but on the flip side, he was a dark spirit, and he kept leaving that junk on me. Whenever he would leave and he would take my joy with him, I gave it to him. I had to, because he couldn't have just sucked it out of me or whatever. But him sitting around me and just keep doing one thing after another, one thing after another, and I could feel myself just dwindling down. He drained me so bad, y'all. When I tell y'all, if y'all never experienced that, it ain't a good feeling. I mean, like, when he got here, I would be up here. When he leave, I am just like, you know what? I'm so drained that the way that I'm talking to him is a drained talk. I'm just like, you know what? I thought I wanted you to stay tonight, but I changed my mind. I think you should go. And that's how I would tell him. And he would be like, no, no, no. But after I'm feeling like that, he's over here smiling. Now, when he comes here, he's not smiling. He's coming through the door to unload his baggage on me, to suck up all of my stuff. And so now, once he done took mine, now he's sitting here, he's laughing at me. He's got so much joy. And so it's like I'm looking at myself on him, and now his self is on me. And I'm just like, this is crazy. I don't ever want him to come over here again, but some kind of way I always allow him to come back or whatever. And it was crazy. And so this went on forever and a day. And then when he said that to me, it made sense. And I'm just like, it changed up the ball game for me, because I'm just like, hold on now, because see, you sitting here telling me exactly what you've been doing to me and why I feel the way I feel when you leave from around me. That ain't cool with me, because I was already getting agitated with him, y'all. Okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all the rest of the story about the energy vampire, narcissist, toxic dude that I was dealing with or whatever. He wore a mask as well. And if, being that I know about narcissism now, I definitely know after dealing with him, he was wearing a mask. He was so dark. When I say dark, he was negative about everything except for me. And so he, you know what I'm saying, that was just another form of manipulation. Like, every time we talked, he would hold me on the phone. We would be on the phone all day, all night. When we first met, after the first day that we met, we never stopped seeing each other after that. Like, we met off of POF. We did a meet and greet. And after that first meet and greet, every day after that, we were on the phone. We were seeing each other every day. I would spend the night with him, because at the time I was living with somebody else. I would spend the night with him. After, you know, a little time of talking or whatever, things went super fast. But let me tell y'all where your girl went wrong, because he kept it real, but he was also a liar. So he was like an honest liar, a manipulator, all of that stuff. But because I say that because he will take accountability, but still kind of like in a manipulating way, because he would still turn around and blame me too, like, versus the other narcissist that I had last would not take any accountability at all and was like, hey, you're not gonna put that on me, don't put words in my mouth. This one here, he would be like, yeah, I definitely said that, or he'll give me the runaround about the story. And if he feel like he got me going, he'll continue it. But if he figures that I done caught on to his shenanigans, he'll go ahead and back down and be like, all right. Yeah, I was lying about that. I just wanted to see, you know, if you'll allow, you know, not allow you, but just wanted to see how far I can go with it. He's like, yeah, you got me on that one. So in a way, he would admit things, and then in a way, he still lied because he took me through the ringer, knowing that knowing that I already know the truth. I'm sitting here telling you that that's not how that went down. This is how it went down. And then in the end, you finally tell me, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that could have been too, to get me to shut up all at the same time too. I don't know, but I'm gonna still say that was manipulation. So we are talking and seeing each other every day after that or whatever. Things is getting serious. But like I said, he was honest in the beginning. He was like, he ain't looking for a girlfriend, but yet I'm looking for a boyfriend or whatever. I had just broke up with the narcissist because I wasn't sitting back and healing properly. I was bouncing from, you know, I was still carrying on things that I had going on with the other person, the last person that I dated or whatever, but I didn't like actually be single like I'm doing now, heal myself so that way I could be healthy, you know what I'm saying, when I step into another relationship or whatever. I just, you know, bounced into something else. So more baggage on top of baggage is how I was moving. So he told me he wasn't looking for a girlfriend, but yet was pretending that he wanted to be my boyfriend all at the same time. But then when things get a little, you know, when he start catching feelings, he'll push me back. No, I don't think that we should do this. I don't think that we should be, you know, I just want to be your friend. I don't want to get too attached to you, this, that, and the third. But then it'll be like, man, I'm so in love with you. I want to be with you. And so it's like, he was doing the pull, push. And I just got tired of it. I'm just like, it's either you want to be with me or you don't, you know what I'm saying? But at this point, I'm like, I'm trying to make him my man. So I'm playing the game to make him my boyfriend, and he playing the game to make me a supply and use me for whatever he can get out of me, which was my energy, my happy energy. He wanted that from me because he was badly taking a shit. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I say he wanted my energy because he was barely taking any sex from me like that or whatever. He would come over, we can sleep in the same bed. He won't, you know, do anything disrespectful. He would cuddle with me, but he wouldn't necessarily have, you know, sex with me or whatever. And so that's why I would say he was more so for my energy. But that's just my thought. I don't know what was really going on in his head, because he was, you know, manipulating in all ways, you know what I'm saying? But he was so sweet and so giving, you know what I'm saying? I thought he was sincere. I thought he was, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I was trying to lock him in as a boyfriend, and he was trying to lock me in for whatever he was trying to use me for or whatever. But I thought he was different, you know what I'm saying? But come to find out, nah, he was just narcissistic too, as well as the other. And they just played the game a little different. This one pretended like, this one acted like he really cared about me. The last one I had, he was acting like he didn't care about me, and he was like real nonchalant about it or whatever. But then I turn around and love bomb me so good that I'm like, okay, I want to step back, but then he'll pull me back in. Like, oh, okay, I gotta go ahead and be nice. I gotta go ahead and act like I love her again, because she trying to fall back from me, and that's what I don't want. This one over here was falling into me, but it was all a game to get me hooked, to keep me on the line, because he would pull me in, push me back, pull me in, push me back. The other one, the same thing, pull me in, push me back. So I was getting played left to right. And so not until I told that man, he gave me a call. I guess he was cause he had another supply. The energy vampire, he had another supply. I wasn't his only supply. And so I guess when things really didn't work out, because to me, his situation was just like my situation with the narc that I was dealing with last time or whatever. And so he had somebody who really loved him just like I loved the narc that I had. You know what I'm saying? We'll let you will discard us, turn around, come back. We'll allow you to come back in because we think you changed. Y'all tell us we changed. Y'all changed, and y'all are gonna do things right. Y'all are gonna do this. Y'all gonna do that, and we take you back in. So I felt like she was doing the same exact thing I was doing with the narc that I had, and she was doing it with the energy vampire that I had also, or whatever. And so we knew about, you know, each other's situation or whatever. Like I told y'all, he kept it real from the jump. You know what I'm saying? He told me what was going on, but I just thought that, hey, I can overlove her. You know what I'm saying? Me being a typical supply, I thought I could overlove her, and I had that experience twice, because also with the last narc where he had another girl and I'm on the outside looking in trying to get him to come back home. It was crazy, but I got the stories are on here. And this ain't nothing that I ain't told y'all about already, except for the last part of the energy demon, how I ended things with him or whatever. So once he told me that he was using me for my energy, things went downhill for me. Like, I'm like, hold on, that don't sit right with me. Like, I don't care what he was saying, what he was doing. He used to try to bribe me over with money, and money ain't never moved me like that. Not when it comes to somebody that I care about or whatever. Like, buy me a whole bunch of stuff because you think that that's what make me happy and stuff like that. I'm not that type of girl. This man was trying to buy me $500 bracelets and stuff, and I'm like, fool, you put that on my rent. You give me for a bracelet? Listen, I live within my means. I wouldn't have went out and bought nothing like that for myself. Maybe if I had the funds to do it, yeah. But when I'm with the funds that I have now, yeah, baby, no. I ain't finna go and spend no money on no jewelry like that. I ain't even finna go pay that much for no shoes. He a shoe fanatic. He'll go and spend $300, $400, $500 on some shoes in a heartbeat. I ain't doing that. I'm like, hey, listen, I can do other things with that money. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm good, though. You don't need to buy me nothing like that, because at this time I'm feeling like I don't even want your presence around no more, because you done told me this mess. But after he told me that, I still continue to deal with him, because I don't just drop people like that. You know what I'm saying? I need to have a plan on how to drop him, when I could have just been straight up, which that's what it leaded up to anyway. Me just flat out telling him, hey, listen, player, I think we need to go ahead and just wash our hands with each other, because it got to the point where I couldn't stand his presence. When he would come around, I would get so angry. I'm like, listen. Yeah, it was cool when we was talking on the phone and we was making the plans for you to come and we chill or we go to a movie or something like that. And then when he get here, I'm just like, I just want you to go. I don't even want to go to the movies no more. I don't want to do nothing. I want you to leave. That's how I started feeling. And so the longer he stayed around me, the more agitated I got with him, to the point where I told him, like, listen, because at this point he feel me fading away, and so he's trying to pull me back in with the I love yous, and I want to marry you, and this, that, and that. He was trying so hard with that. He was just like, you're so beautiful, Shalissa. I love you. I want to marry you. You my wife. This, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Those type of things used to get me, because your girl was in a low vibration at that time, and so I'm not there now. Just so for the ones of y'all who be like, girl, you need to get your life together. Yes, I did. I needed to get my life together then. I'm getting my life together now, because I'm no longer that person. But I'm telling you, that's how they used to get me, because when stuff don't work for you no more, that used to work for you, now you gotta do something different. So they knew I wanted to be married or whatever, but I didn't want to just marry anybody. I wanted to be married to the person who I'm supposed to be married to, and who actually loves me and cares about me. It wasn't that I just want to be married to somebody and any and everybody come on marry me. No, that's not how it was. But I had people come in and play on my intelligence, which made me fall for them. And once I fell for them and I seen the things that I seen, it was my job to say, no, I don't like how you moving, and I'm gonna fall back. I didn't know how to do that. I didn't do those things, and so I ended up keeping myself in situations that were not good for me. And so now that I'm on the other side, this is why I'm healing and growing and falling in love with myself and figuring out what the heck it is that Shalissa really wants in her life, because everything I thought I wanted, it was not happening for me, but I was still settling for what I was getting, and I'm no longer gonna be a settler, if that's the word. Yeah, I ain't gonna be no settler no more. And so now me in the dating world is gonna be a whole lot different. It's gonna look different. It's gonna feel different from where I come from, because I didn't have those standards. I didn't have those boundaries. And so it took me a while to get it. And now that I got it, I don't want to go back to being that person ever again, because that person got hurt a lot because I depended on people to love me the way that I love them. And that's not what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? So I have to now move with the same energy that people are giving me. Not in a mean way, but in the way that I respect myself at the end of the day, because I can't depend on nobody else to respect me. And so if I don't like the way you're treating me, I know now I don't have to sit there. I'm not going to go to hell for sitting here and staying with you while you're treating me bad. No. I am now more aware that I deserve to be treated the same way I treat people. On a daily basis, I try and strive every day to treat somebody good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't walking around here hurting people. I ain't around here bothering with people. If you ain't bothering with me, I ain't bothering with you. That's how I operate. So I deserve the same kind of stuff. But at one point, I didn't. I thought that everybody else was above me and everybody else deserved my love and my kindness, but I didn't deserve it back. You know what I'm saying? But not your girl now. Oh, baby, you ain't finna love me the same way I love you, all right? All right. And I ain't gonna say too much. I'm gonna just, what I told y'all, I'm gonna exit stage left. I'm gonna go ahead and skadoodle right on up out your way. And when I disappear, don't wonder where I went, because, baby, I'm going where somebody gonna respect me or give me the things that you're not giving to me, because I'm not finna sit here and settle. I'm gonna tell you one time. I might give you two, but I ain't finna go for a third time, because then that'll be me putting myself back in the same position, because I should have been the 3 strikes you out, but I was more like the 10 and 11, 15 times strike out. Then I let you go. No, we not going there no more. I used to be the ride till the wheels fall off. I ain't ride till nothing fall off, baby. If we not doing what we supposed to be doing to make each other happy, ain't no need for us to be staying here and you not happy and I'm not happy. Let's go ahead and move it on out the way so we can press forward and get to where it is we want to be at, because I just ain't into wasting time no more. I'm not. So it boiled down to me. The guy called and he was like, this my last time, because at this time he done begged and begged and begged till he like blew in the face. He begged and like he sweat. Girl, I want you. I love you. I'm finna go buy the ring. Sir, don't do that. That's what I'm telling him, sir. I wouldn't do that if I was you. And he was like, why? I said, because. And we was face to face with that one. He was like, how you don't know I ain't went already and bought the ring? I said, I hope you don't do that. And he was like, why? I said, because I don't feel the same way I used to feel about you. I say, when I wanted you and my love for you was up there and through the roof, that's when you was supposed to get me. Now you done let my feelings die down, and I'm like, you know what? Bump all of the games, bump all of the back and forth, bump all of this nonsense. I don't want to be your girl no more. Let's just be friends. So now that I want to just stay in the friend zone, now you want to be more than friends. And so I'm like, I just don't feel the same way about you no more. And when I said that, he grabbed his chest like, what you mean you don't feel the same? I said, I don't feel the same way I used to about you. I say, and I've been trying to give you hints, but you ain't catching them. I say, so now I'm going to just go ahead and flat out tell you, because at this point, he was at my house or whatever, and what he used to do to me is when he would come to stay the night, he would bring everything. Like, he lived out of his bags or whatever, because he was bouncing from place to place or whatever. I guess, y'all, I just be grabbing all the bombs. I welcome arm to bombs, I guess. But not no more. That used to be me. That's not her now. So he was, you know, basically living out of the trunk of his car. And so every time he would come over here, he would try to unload his whole entire car in my house. And I mean, he's leaving stuff everywhere. Like, he'll drop a bag in the living room, drop like a trail to my room. He was leaving, and I'm just like, hey, listen, don't bring all that stuff in here, because then when you do, you got your stuff scattered all over the place. So it was like, yeah, he trying to, I feel like he trying to, you know what I'm saying, because he knew I was dealing with the other guy or whatever, and he knew we were separated, and he done discarded me or whatever. So he come over and he tried to leave little things around. The other narcissist did the same thing too. He would discard me, call himself moving out, but would still leave little things hidden around the house to let me know that he's coming back. So as I clean up, I find these things, and that's my cue to know that he's coming back. Okay? He was doing the same thing too. I mean, he had done got to the point he started tucking stuff places, and I'm finding it, and I'm calling him up like, hey, you left your backpack over here in the closet, balled up in the corner, sir. I'm gonna need you to come get that. He's like, oh, okay, I'm coming. And then he'll never show up. So now I got to go find him. So now I'm on the phone like, hey, where you at? Yeah, bump all of that. I'm going to need you to meet me up here at the gas station so you can get your stuff, because I meant what I said. And every time he would come, he would do that. Even if he was coming to visit, he would unpack his incense. He would unpack a t-shirt, a brush. He got to bring something in the house. And I'm just like, sir, you can't move in with me. I'm trying to tell you that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was thinking in my mind. I don't know if that was his goal, but that's what I was thinking in my mind. So he hit me up on the phone, was like, this is my last time asking you, is you gonna be with me or not? Because if not, then I'm finna move away. And I say, well, good riddance, deuces, do you, boo? You ain't gotta ever worry about me. I said, a matter of fact, you or the other one ain't gotta worry about me no more, because I don't want neither one of y'all. And I hung up the phone. And then he called me back again. So I'll come back with the rest of that again, because it's just a whole bunch of him begging and begging and begging and begging. But the video is already long. I hope I kept y'all occupied. As y'all can see, I ain't get hardly nothing done, but I did get the big one over here in the corner. So I guess I'll go ahead and finish doing the rest. It ain't a whole lot left, but I'm gonna go ahead and knock it out the way. And I love y'all. Have a great day. Grow something. Look, it's time. Grow something. Fall in love with yourself. Bye. I love y'all. Have a great day.